And the first sign of trouble began when he arrived late for the interview. Well, very late for the interview. And then in trying to, I don't know this man, eh?
Yes.
You know me, don't know nothing more.
Exactly.
I tried to find out a little bit about him before the interview started. Of course, I'd done the readings and whatever. And I noticed he was almost aloof. Yes. He wasn't communicative.
Yeah, it wasn't engaging. It was just sort of just there.
But I figured that
maybe when the camera come on,
he would wake up and,
yes,
you know.
because you have some people who are like that. They're not
Exactly.
really interested in matter before. They just want to get to the matter.
But, honeybee, I asked a man, where were you born? Who was your principal at school? How many subjects you got?
He must say no member him subject them. I mean, I said, no, this is insane.
Well, let me tell you something. In all my nearly 40 years, I tried every trick in the book.
Cliff, me see I sweat out them. I said, look,
I
look
tried.
how this man I do my own Cliff.
No. It was painful.
And I want you to
Yo, it's your boy J $, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back with another video. With that being said, if you're someone new who is currently tuning into the channel, please do me a solid favor and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification, and then of course any old videos that you haven't seen, please tune in, because I guarantee you there's some information in them that you will need. Everything I'm doing right now, like, you need to tap in with some of the old videos so you can get more information. That way everything makes sense, because this is like a whole timeline. You gotta see part 1 first in order to see part 6. Does that make sense? All right, so with that being said, this video is about Alkaline. If you don't know, Alkaline is a Jamaican dancehall artist. Like, he recently did an interview. With the interview, it's been going viral. They criticizing that interview badly. They're saying that's like the worst interview that ever came out from a dancehall artist or in general. So they're literally saying, if you haven't watched the interview, please watch it. So with that being said, after the interview was done and it was over with, the host, his name is Cliff Hughes, like I said, he came out and spoke about the interview. And he stated that, like, guys, I'm not making anything up. If you have anything with what I'm saying, please just tap in yourself. But Cliff Hughes claimed that it was the most painful interviews that he's ever hosted. So that interview was very painful for him to do. But he kind of like, I'm not mad at him for saying that, but he kind of like went along and criticizing Alkaline a lot, saying how this guy acted like he was the biggest artist ever. Like, he kind of dissed Alkaline, if you're asking me. He kind of like went against Alkaline. I feel like as like a interviewer, like, it is like, you gotta go with the goods and the bads. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if the artist you work with had like a shitty personality, like whatever the case was, like, he even, you know what's crazy? He even down talk Alkaline, saying how late Alkaline was to his the interview. Like, why you gotta expose all that about the artist? You don't want to do anything like that. I feel like that right there might actually prevent Cliff Hughes from getting interviews with any more big artists, because like, they're gonna look at it as like, okay, this guy's gonna do an interview with us and then he's gonna come right back and talk shit about us behind our back. So me personally, I didn't respect how he responded with certain questions. Like, certain things he should not have been mentioned. Like, he literally was talking a lot of trash about Alkaline. I'm like, dude, you sat in there and did the interview with the guy. If the interview was trash, maybe it was you that's not doing your main job at the same time. Like, what kind of questions were you asking the guy? Because you're the host. You're the one that should be making the guy more comfortable, asking him the correct questions. Like, to be fair, if y'all watch the interview, I'm not saying he wasn't trying as a host, but he was asking some middle school questions too. Like, I'm looking at it, he was asking the Alkaline, who is currently over 30 years old, like right now, he was asking him about like his first grade questions, like what elementary school you went to. Like, who does that? You know what I mean? I'm not saying, I mean, I get it, like, it gives you information that some people didn't get, but the point I'm making is, certain questions you ask, it's more like a yes or no answer. So you as the host, it is your job to actually ask the correct questions, and to actually keep the person you're interviewing like going. You want to make sure he's comfortable to give you answers. You want to make sure if he has a low vibe, you want to bring his vibe up. You want to bring his energy up. That's your job as the host to do. So Alkaline is giving you, and the person, first of all, you know what kind of person Alkaline is. He doesn't like, he is very disrespectful. And then like like I said, he claimed that he is the youngest and the baddest artist in the game. So you can see he is arrogant. Like, you should have done your homework on all that. You should know who you're doing the interview for, their personalities, do your better homework. You know what I'm saying? So don't come in there and after the interview drop, now once you hear negative feedbacks, you start dissing the artist. I think that's very disrespectful, and then I just don't respect that. But I'm not gonna just come in here and be bashing Cliff Hughes only. At the same time, Alkaline may be like he's too arrogant, but like I said though, he has the right to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, watching the interview, like I don't see too much problem with it, but I don't know what Alkaline plan was, what he's trying to do. If he purposely gives some lame answers or some slow answers or some answers that you're not trying to hear, if he's trying to like bypass certain things, if he's trying to like, I don't know what his plan was, but at the end of the day, Alkaline is a very smart person. You know what I'm saying? So everything he does, I'm sure he has a reason for doing that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why is the interviewer or whatever, Cliff Hughes, bashing Alkaline after the interview? I just don't respect that. But with that being said, it's your boy J $. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And you know what? With the comments, I want y'all to actually give me the truthful comments. I want y'all to speak your mind about what I just said. And the interview itself, Alkaline himself, and the host himself. I want y'all to tap it in the comments and let me know how y'all feel. Because me personally, I'm one of those, I speak my mind. I don't care who thinks what, whatever they say. At the end of the day, I speak my mind on certain things. But with that being said, I'm out. But more dancehall stuff coming out. Any news from the dancehall, sports, the war in Chirac, the war in Memphis, the war all over the places. Like anything that's trending, you expect to find out on this channel.